Just changing gears for a second. How did you like Mass Effect Andromeda in the end?
Oh God.
And be honest.
I really hated it upon release because of how buggy it was, and also the story was very, very subpar. What was like? I remember there's this bit in the game where where you tell other people like, "Sorry, my father's dead," but the character looks like she's fucking smiling. And I was like, how the hell do you expect me to take this seriously when your own game designers don't? So yeah, that was a terribly rushed game. I mean, story-wise, it was okay, but nothing, to match up with Mass Effect 1, 2, and 3.
The idea of there just being this technologically advanced species that no one knows anything about, and then some other species that you're just going to spend the whole time fighting, I just thought that was so disappointing.
It also didn't make sense to me, the reason why they fled the Milky Way to go to Andromeda, because I thought it's because the builders of the game of the company. But Chunk, what are you doing? So he wants to come up for a cuddle.
That's all right.
I thought it would be because the Reapers are coming,
Yes.
But then they just said, we just want to go on an adventure. That's a pretty expensive adventure to go on when there's no reason to, because I'm sure the Milky Way hasn't been fully explored yet either by that point. It would make more sense to carry on exploring the Milky Way than keep going out to a completely new galaxy.
Well, I guess the justification twofold was something to do with, again, making sure that the characters weren't around for the events of Mass Effect 3 so that they couldn't have been affected, but also so that the characters can have the revelation of what happened, and we can then see them reacting, and that then makes us empathize with these new characters more. And I remember thinking, dude, I already lived through all this. I don't care how you feel about this, because you're a fictional character that has the facial range of a statue. I don't care, Ryder, what you think. I've already been pissed off by the ending of Mass Effect 3. I don't care if you're pissed off by it too.
Yeah, they're making another one, right?
They're making another. I was going to ask you, because not only was I curious about why that particular title was one that you were looking forward to, but also what your thoughts are on them bringing it back, and also alluding to this idea that Shepard is alive and that we're going to interact with him or her in the new game.
He shouldn't be. He should. Hello. You want to say hi, Chunk?
What's up?
Oh boy.
See, now this is the part of the video that really is going to get the views. Cute animals always. We might as well just stop talking now. Let's let him take the stage.
Yes. Anywho,
my whole career made.
I don't think it's going to be I don't think it should be a direct continuation of Shepard's story. I think he's the martyr. He's done. It should be maybe his kid. If you romance Liara, it makes sense for her to have a kid.
You romance Liara as well?
Oh yeah, man.
Oh, good lad. That's what I like to see.
Well, wait, Tali, right?
So
who did you romance?
So Liara, but I was a bit of a hooer, and I romanced Miranda in the second game, and then had to break up with her in the third one. So.
Oh, she completely annoyed me, Miranda. Because her whole complaint is I'm just so genetically perfect and I hate my dad. I'm like, oh, well, fuck you. I wish I was genetically perfect and skilled and everything. I don't care if it came from a bottle or something.
I didn't know Liara would, because it seemed like Liara wasn't going to join you in the third. Because in the second game, you have the opportunity to let her. Well, this is before the Shadow Broker DLC and all the rest of this sort of shit.
Yeah.
But it's no, Liara's made her think, okay, well, I'm not riding solo for the rest of this adventure. I might die. Fuck that. Okay, Miranda's here. Okay, well, I suppose I'll help you with your sister and whatever. Okay, we cool? We cool.
Yeah.
So, okay, fair enough. I mean, do you have a particular affinity for the Mass Effect franchise then, or is it just happened to be a game?
Definitely my favorite game series. Thing after that would be Dead Space. Dead Space 2 is just brilliant. I mean, you could tell with the.
I can see, yeah.
So that and the Witcher 3. Brilliant too.
Do you know what? We have a connoisseur here, ladies and gentlemen, because Witcher 3 is if there's a better that third-person RPG style fantasy game with all the nuances. And by the way, when I reviewed it, I made a real emphasis to say this right. There's no right or wrong answers. Every decision you're going to have is going to have unintended consequences that you're going to fucking hate.
Yeah.
And so you can't win. You can't I'll save the village and everyone's going to love me. No, you save the village and then the monster comes and kills everyone and then holds you responsible. And it's I didn't know that was going to happen. Like,
It's like,
yeah,
work
exactly.
for the information I had. Okay, what more do you want of me?
I negotiated a good price. I didn't know that person needed money for food. That sucks. But that's fair enough. I mean, because the Mass Effect, for full disclosure, exactly the same. Absolutely love the genre. Sorry, the series up until that third game, and I was like with everybody else, just so not offended, but I was just so. It was one of the games that I'd booked a day off work to play. You bastards!
I
You
know.
made me miss a day of work. How could you? And then
Well,
it's just I don't know.
it was not the same team that made the other three, was it? It was a completely like new team from Vancouver or something like that,
Correct.
or
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. They utilized a lot of the same, but it's the same with Knights of the Republic when they shifted from 1 to 2. It's exactly it's fraught with the same issues where you try and recapture a quintessential essence of a game, but you fundamentally
Yeah.
misunderstand it. So,
Yeah.
but there you go.
We bring a Mass Effect Andromeda because I made fun of it in a review of mine.
You probably did, but you also made reference to it in an interview where you were looking forward to it, and I was like,
Oh,
I was
I know what
watching
it
it,
was.
and I went, "Oh no, he's looking forward to Andromeda.
It
Oh
was.
no."
I remember what it was. I got it for an interesting story. It was for Band of Brothers, and there was a scene where like they get Hitler's death date wrong.
Yes,
I
indeed.
can't
Yeah.
remember if it was before or was after. And I was saying, like, I think the joke was like, he's fully alive by this point. He's probably still bitching about Mass Effect Andromeda, and then
Yes, you're right. He does the Hitler thing, and he reacts in the corner. You're right. Yeah, because he'd still be alive for another 3 weeks or something like that.
Yeah. But the funny thing was that after that review came out, the writer for Band of Brothers responded. He wrote down in the comment section, it's like, actually, when I wrote the original screenplay, the death date was correct. The editors fucked it up. And it's still on there. It's like the most popular comment. And he's like, here's the script that I wrote back in 1997.
He's embracing the two most important tenets of any grown-up adult's life. Never answer any questions unless you absolutely have to, and if you can, throw someone else under the bus, and you'll be just fine.
I was like, whoa, the rights for Band of Brothers is watch my video. I hope I didn't rip on him too much.